Today is Mikhail's birthday and we are going to do some cool shit. But right now, we're just looking at this here. What's this? This is what the government says we are allowed to do and not allowed to do. So, what interests us is kayaking. And here it says, low risk would be activities that you can comfortably undertake and have done so previously, in conditions that do not pose any additional risk. Did I read that right? Possibly not, but hey, that is definitely us. Mikhail's done a little bit and I've done heaps. So that means that we can go out Tuesday and try and catch a fish in the kayak, and we will do so, apo. And then we may enter into Simon's bubble, my mate, and go pig hunting with him. Looks he come. Somewhere we've lost Po. Poke up! Where's she got to? Bruno's in his kennel. We put him in his kennel because the dogs packed on him yesterday while Po's on heat, and that's what happens sometimes. He's got sore ears, but now Po's disappeared. You found her, mate? Don't know where she's gone. Father and son playing together well. Where have you been? Hey? Where were you? She was down the front paddock somewhere, eh? Hey, check out these mushrooms. Check these out, mate. Some beauties here. These guys are stonkers. Hey, he's found a boar. Oh, you found that, did you? Cool. Get off there, B. Where you go? Here, mate. This knife here was gifted to me by Simon. It's got a beautiful handle. And what I like about it, it's got this little lock. So it doesn't close on your hand until you do this. Apparently these are not legal in the UK. Now it's also got this here, which is handy. Little paradise duck's going straight over the top of us. Wee screwdriver, little bottle opener. Good for Mikhail because he likes to open the old bottle of beer. Check this out. That'd be good for doing mushrooms, mate. I reckon it's an old mushroom knife, eh? Yeah. Come down here and I'll harvest this mushroom here. This one here, mate. Let's see what it's like for this. I don't know if it's got a wee sort of sawing action. Look at that. To be honest, it didn't work. It was yeah, not great. So that's not really a mushroom knife. I don't know. Can someone tell me what sort of a knife that is? Regardless, it's still a bloody good mushroom, but I think for harvesting mushrooms, you can't beat just a straight blade. Someone said there's actually a mushroom knife, but I can't think of anything better than this. Look down here, mate. We've got these two together. Somebody said to me that you leave one. I can't see the logic in that. Give it a flick so the spore's in the ground. This one here, I mean, it's not going to be around for long anyway. It's just about...
I guess the idea of leaving one is just another tactic to try and not take too many, like the same way as putting limits on how many power you catch.
It could be that, but it also could be the fact that they're families and you leave one so they carry on the family. I don't know. Someone that knows about mushrooms can tell me, but look at those three beauties there.
Oh, nice.
And there's a couple over here too. So my thinking, there's a wee baby one over here, okay? And this is one that you could harvest, and there's also one down here we could harvest, so we'll just leave this baby to grow. Take this guy, and sweet as, bro.
Yeah.
And here's one here, down here. I'm just doing that flick to try and release the spores. Beautiful, healthy. Look at the gills on it. I call them gills because they look like fish gills. I don't really know what they are. This is where I'm going to have my log cabin, up here. And I'll be able to look across at the mountains that I hunt. Over here we've got Mount Campbell, got Mount Arthur, High Peak. That's where my mate Ray lives, at the very top there. It's an awesome place. The Pierce Valley's up there. Deer, pigs, goats, rabbits, hare, possum, and as you can hear, paradise ducks, and there's plenty of them around here right now. I like the colour of the trees this time of year. This paddock is just awesome. Great place for me and the dogs. Mikhail's just chilling out, walking around. I picked a few mushrooms. Pace and his son play really well. It's almost like he knows. I think Bixie's going to be bigger than his dad. Pretty sure he is. Mikhail started running and that triggered them. One thing about dogs is you don't want to exacerbate the excitement of them too much, because they can get out of control sometimes. Having a bitch on heat right now. See down the front of the road, mate? You shouldn't be running down there. Come back up. You come back up. You started running. There's somebody down the front there. Yes, there is. There's a person down the front there. And you ran towards it, excited the dogs. This is what you got to be careful of. They see that and then they think that you're running towards something for a bit of excitement, and they're now watching that person at the front. That's why I was just explaining to you before to always watch the front, because they're in guard mode. There's someone down there that stopped and the dogs have seen it, so we just don't want to have an accident. One thing you never want to do is exacerbate the excitement in dogs. Yesterday they packed on Bruno and their aggression was unbelievable, really bad, and Bruno's now paid the price for it. Good boy, good dog. Even this guy here that loves Bruno joined in, didn't you, mate? As a hunter, I get quite a lot of people, particularly from the city, going on to me about nature and being in harmony and animals and how we shouldn't kill them and we're disrupting the harmony. And you know, I was talking to Mikhail about this morning, and nature, harmony, well, has its own harmony, and it's pretty brutal sometimes. Get him, Pace! Get him, B! Get him, Bigsy! These guys here, they're just like that far away from being like wolves. And yesterday was classic where pose on heat, and there's a bit of aggression, and they all suddenly packed on Bruno. Get in behind! These are high prey drive dogs, and they're bred for one thing only, and that's actually hunting wild pig. Bigsy! Sit down, Bigsy! So you got to contain them all the time. You don't want to have a scrap. You certainly don't want them to fight someone else's dogs if there's someone walking around, so I watch them all the time very carefully. But you know, nature's really cruel. A pack of wolves, they'll bring down an animal and they'll eat the flesh off it while it's still alive. Lions, they'll down a baby elephant and they'll tear its trunk off, its ears off, its face off while it's still alive. They'll eat it. Crocodile will grab whatever it can and twist it round and round and round, breaking all its limbs, and eat it alive. It'll drown most of the time. Most animals in the wild don't die nice. Most animals in the wild die hideous deaths. They either starve to death, they either get eaten alive, or they get ousted by their pack like a pack of wolves, and the two things will happen there. All the other wolves will pack on the alpha male and test it. Either they'll kill it or they'll drive it out, and once it's out there it may team up with a younger wolf. It may try and take over another pack that's got less dominant males if it can, but most of the time it'll just die of starvation. So nature is pretty harsh. On a farm like this, like we have sometimes 70, 80 sheep on here, the sheep get to eat well. On a farm they get treated for all the nasties that animals get. They get drenched and they have a very subdued life. Occasionally the sheepdog will chase them around the paddock to put them in the truck to shift them to a fresh paddock of fresh grass, but they live pretty well, and even their death is humane. It's a stun gun, and people go, oh no, it's pretty hard. Well, they die a lot better than goats in the wild getting mobbed by wolves or most stuff. So nature is bloody harsh. And these paradise ducks, they're all around us right now, look. They're coming in because it's duck shooting season, I reckon, and they think they're safe here. Right, we need to find our sheep, bud. Have you seen them? We've lost our 2 sheep. They're on chains, and I let one off yesterday and they disappeared. Hopefully they haven't gone into my landlord's garden, because that wouldn't be good at all. This is all my landlord's. I keep calling my landlord, my old landlord. This is all his property here. I just found this in the paddock, and the first thought that goes through my head is, well, it's been there for a while. Get out of here! I'm just wondering if a dog has killed it. There's no evidence here. You couldn't tell. It's been dead for a long time. It's a young lamb, eh? It's one of the farmer's sheep. Never found it. He didn't know it was here. It hasn't been eaten though. Nothing's had a crack at it. So I don't think. And there's. Oh, hold on. I want to see if there's any broken bones. No, they're naturally like. There's no broken bones or sign that it's actually been crunched by a dog, which is good. Okay, well, good to know. Right, we need to find our sheep, but that's not good. I have to tell a farmer about that. Jeez, this isn't good. They could have gone up there. They could be anywhere. Right, we'll put these dogs home and keep looking. Yeah, right. Up in here. Bloody sheep. This is not my paddock. This belongs to my neighbour, my old landlord, and for some reason, it must be the grass is sweeter here, eh? And they've both got chains on, so they can't go too far. And it looks like that this one here, this is Creamy, that's Hoggett over there. It looks like Creamy's actually got herself tangled on the bloody irrigation. You weren't going to go far, mate, were you, eh? Hey, what's going on with this? How'd you do that? What a bloody mess. Holy shit. I'm glad I found that. What a bloody well destroyed it. I'm going to have to replace it. That's the irrigation. All tangled up in there. What a mess. Right. Hey, Hoggett. How you going? Talking to you, mate. Can you hear a dog barking somewhere? So can Poe. She's heard it as well. Stay here, Poe. Where's that dog barking from? Stay in, Poe. This grass must be just nicer for them. So, I picked up the new chainsaw yesterday, and that wattle tree over there, it's got plenty of timber in it. Look at the size of it. We're going to tear into that probably tomorrow when it's cooler. And it's also Mikhail's birthday today, so I don't want to pile him up with any extra work, and there'll be a lot of work. Besides that log tree there, big old wattle right to the end. We've taken quite a bit off it. What do you reckon, mate? Sheep's life. Plenty of poo around here to pick up for the garden, eh? Yes, you're contributing well to my fertiliser. And old Hoggett's not sure about Poe. Poe won't go near the sheep. Come on, mate. Come on. You come too, Hoggett. You coming? Come on. That's the one. And bring your mate with you. Being herd creatures, if we keep one under control, I'm getting it right now, then we're all sweet. Being herd creatures, they stay together, so you only have to tie one up generally. But if they both break off, then they both go looking to where the best tucker is. Come on! Good place to scratch yourself over the old pole. You can see how shiny it's got from Creamy polishing it. It's actually really got a shine on it around here. It's all the lanolin out of the sheep's wool. Right, let's find some fresh grass for you guys to get fat on. All that new growth down there tastes pretty good, doesn't it, mate? Now don't go away, mate. Hang around here. Bit of grass over there for you. Tear into it. You're Creamy. Tear into those, mate. You like apples. Yep, you can fatten sheep on apples, alright. They love them. How many kids know what one of those is? Or one of these? The old Toyota Land Cruiser. Still got it. Do you know what it is?
cassette player.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you grow
yeah.
up with those?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Mikhail's birthday, and I asked him what he wanted, and he said he wanted to take the Land Cruiser for a drive where he drives it. What's your status with driving? Have you got experience with manuals?
Yeah.
This is an automatic, so it's a piece of piss. What vehicles have you owned?
A Ford Festiva Nana car.
Yep.
And
It actually says Nana car on them when you buy it, doesn't it? It's actually part of the description.
yeah.
Yeah, good cars. I drove around in one in Europe with Anke Figur, my manager, for 8 years too. We had the old Ford, they were called Ford Fiestas. I think it's the same one, but different.
Yeah, maybe. And I got a I think it was a Mazda 323.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I sold it. I think I sold it. It was a while ago.
Yep.
Yeah. And then yeah, I've driven around in a van for a bit as well.
Oh, so you got some experience. So what's your license status?
Yeah. Restricted.
Restricted. So that means after 10 o'clock you can't drive anywhere?
Without a qualified passenger.
Right, okay, cool. So before we do this, it's his birthday, and I don't give presents to adults normally because I think they big enough and ugly enough to well, that's not true. Occasionally I do. I do to my kids because I'm a dad that likes to spoil his kids. But I have got some little presents of things I think that Mikhail could do with, which I'm going to give you. Okay, just a wee gift pack I made up, and it's in this. And Mikhail's probably hoping it's a whole bottle of Glenlivet, which there was a bottle of Glenlivet in there, a full bottle, which we punched a wee hole in last night. Did you enjoy the whiskies? Me too. So I made up a wee gift pack for you. Yesterday we had a dog fight, and I thought about it, and I thought if you ever get into trouble down the front paddock with anything at all, and I'm far away, what's the fastest way you can get hold of me from there?
Calling you.
Calling me, that's right, yeah. So I've got this here for you to always carry with you. You can put it on your neck. This is an emergency whistle. It's out of an emergency kit that I make up for the kids when we take them out in the bush. If they get into trouble, they need to get hold of me. You blow that thing, it's really loud. I won't blow it, I'll do it a little bit. That's the quiet one. The loud one is, you can hear it start to go and it gets louder. I will hear you. 3 short blows and I'll come running. So that's the first part of your birthday gift. And I don't want you to lose this, bud, because it's the last one I've got. I've taken it out of a survival kit for the boys. So it's the last one, so it's yours. Either put it on a chain around your neck or something. Okay?
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, that's mine. Second thing is this, a torch. It's a wee dolphin torch. And I won't shine it directly into the camera, but you need a torch because you don't have a torch. You're using your phone, but at night for, you know, around here and that. So it's got a wee place for you to tie a lanyard on it. So tie a wee lanyard and put it back. And I know you're just as bad as me at losing stuff. I've found that out since living with you. And I'm shocking. Like I've said before, I'd lose my balls or they went in a bag, but trying to lose that one there because it's really a really good wee torch. And it's already got new batteries in, so there we go. It's another birthday gift for you.
Thank you.
Okay, this one here, this is actually something that was gifted to me by Simon Smith. It's an open L knife. They're French, they're high carbon steel. I've been using it. He gave me 3, and I've been using this one here. I've touched it up. Being high carbon steel, you have to keep it oiled. It's like those fry pans that we have. So when you straighten this blade out, these are great knives. These, I'll just come in close so people can see. It's always got that sort of dark look on the blade. It's not like stained, it's not shiny. So this here turns, see that? You turn that in there, see there? So that's locked the blade. So it can't fold on your fingers and cut yourself. So in the UK, these are considered the same as these knives here, which is also from Simon, which is the one I use on mushrooms. That's got a lock too, it's got a switch like we used today, but this here locks that way, so they're actually illegal, which is dumb, isn't it?
Why are they legal?
I think they think people are going to use them like that. So if you go to stab somebody,
just because they're a sharp knife, they're illegal.
well, it's because if you go to stab somebody and you hit a person's bone on a normal knife, it can fold on your hand, but if you lock it, oh jeez, I just got my finger caught in there, look. there's a trap for young players, getting your finger caught in there, so when you turn it like that with your finger on the outside, yeah, that's okay. So yeah, when you lock it, it would be a weapon because you could stab somebody and it won't fold in your hand. Whereas a normal knife, it could actually stab and it could fold and you could cut yourself.
It's a weird.
I don't know. If somebody knows, explain, because I don't know. I'm just making it up. I don't really know. I'm just guessing. I'm sure it's got something to do with that. So, Opinel, made in France, high carbon steel, a really good knife for you, sir. That's a gift from me, which was a gift from Simon Smith. Thanks, Simon, for gifting me those. He told me to give them to young fellas that were deserving. I think you're very deserving. Okay, so far you've got your whistle, your torch, your knife, and what else is in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, this one here is a singlet. Just see if it fits. Try that. It may not, so if it doesn't, I'll get you another one. It's never been worn, it's brand new. I've actually bought it for one of the young guys that was taken out a while ago that had nothing, and he disappeared. It's Kiwi Stockman. You lost, man. He couldn't find his way through the jungle.
It's because it's got a smaller head
It has.
than the arms.
The head is smaller than the arms.
So I thought the armhole was the head hole.
Yep. Have you got the tag at the back? Because it's quite a high one, I think you have. Yeah, you got it right. That's all right, eh?
Yeah.
Look all right. Yeah.
Comfy. Nice.
Nice and comfortable.
Well,
Bloody
good.
good.
The rest of the day.
So the last one is something that I've already given you some already, but I'm going to give you some more. A brand new pair of those. Originally these came from Richard Ware, but those are good old thick socks, so a brand new pair, never worn.
Awesome.
Right, we're all going to sing Mikhail happy birthday. Are you with me, folks? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Mikhail. Happy birthday to you. You were supposed to stay there and I'll do the harmony on top. Anyway, that's his birthday. Part of his birthday treats. We may hit the rest of this bottle later tonight, or we may not. And we're now going to go through this truck and how it runs. I'm not going to film that because you guys don't need to know, but he does. So I'm going to go through the whole lot with him and then we'll take it for a spin. I'm trying to have any accidents. This is pretty much a bomb-proof truck, You can't go wrong with it. Like, it's pretty bomb-proof. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser, you know. The worst thing that can happen is that you could kill somebody else, but you'll be safe because it's just like a tank all around. So I'm going to go through the whole lot. I'll come back to that later. Right, we're at the paddock. What could possibly go wrong?
She was born in 1991. Toyota Land Cruiser, we have our fun. Well, I knew once a day they're all losers. Love my 1991 Land Cruiser. Toyota Land Cruiser, more grunt than a bucket of spunk. 30 years, she's still going strong. .2 naturally aspirated. If I had more money, a diff lock I'd give her. Well, the snorkel stops my baby from drowning. A piece of wood for the bumper gets the folks all frowning. The Toyota Land Cruiser, more grunt than a bucket of spunk. 30 years, she's still going strong. Mitsubishi, Holden, Hyundai, Ford, Toyota Land Cruiser. She was born in 1991. beautiful thing was made. I drive my Land Cruiser to my grave.
Toyota Land Cruiser. And now we're going to have a birthday dinner. Bloody good, well done. Oh, we have to get a warrant of fitness on this thing. Get a warrant of fitness so you can take it for a spin. Right, we're going to cook some grub up. I'm going to tell you guys that I don't think my chilies look very good that Hayley gave me. And I think a rat got in the night and chewed one of the tops off this one. I don't know. And everybody told me I should take this hair off. And I don't know, but if we do, we're going to eat the bastard right now. So there we go, mate. I hope you feel better without it. We're going to cook that up. Yeah, they're going to be alright. Maybe they'll perk up after a while, a few days. My lettuces that I planted out, they're looking good. So they're alright. We've got some nice coriander here. And I'm cutting it with my daughter's neck knife. Made by Shelley Raskin. And Data, you need to give it a polish, honey. She left it in the house truck. I don't know why she hasn't taken it with her. She used to use it all the time. Handy little knives. And, oh, coriander really goes with this dish. Oh, it smells good. You can't beat fresh herbs, eh? So we've got some steak, and that's actually porterhouse, and that's fallow venison. Got a nice sauce, a wee bit of whiskey, some onions, chopped up vegetables. Mikhail's buttered the plate, and we've got heaps of chicken. Beer, and we've got some mushrooms we cooked today. And we've also got these beautiful coriander just cut. Hope we can tear it up, bud. Just want to kiss the pan, walk past it, and your steak's done. The old tong's a bit better than the chopsticks, eh? Porterhouse. Onions. Smack a tomato on there. Smells good. Breaking my fast with my nephew on his birthday, 24 years of age. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you. Tiernan, have you had any of that yet? No. Just doing the cooking. Got this nice little steak to start off with. Oh. We had our first Korean barbecue last night and it was dark. And some of our chicken was a bit raw because we couldn't see whether it was cooked or not. That venison was shot by Ricky Brown. Apparently, according to my friend Sneaky, who taught me the Korean barbecue, you're supposed to drink schnapps or whiskey as you do it. So in honour and sticking to that tradition, we're going to have just a little shot of this because it's Mikhail's birthday. Apparently what you do is you just drink and eat and drink and eat and drink and eat. We'll celebrate. Yeah, I'm going to top you up a bit more, that's a bit lean. It is a celebration because he's been working hard. Last 4 weeks he's been here. And chin chin. Just a wee nip. Chin Sneaky.
Just trying the broccoli.
Chewing your broccoli. A bit of colour on the meat. Good. It's a pretty awesome birthday for Mikhail. I'm just heading back down to the houseboat, but first I'm checking this. Just pan around so you can see it. It's my little launch, which I really haven't had a chance to do much with at all, really, since it's been here. With lockdown, haven't been able to go anywhere. Mostly just making sure it's not sinking with checking the bilge pump. Pan around here, you can see other boats up in here. Just beautiful. All the spoonbills down there, the mud flats. And there's flounder up here too. I can see a stingray going up the channel right now as I talk to you. So what's going to happen is we're going to be allowed to go out here in kayaks. That's the rule. Just not motorised boats. Although I think in here with a little motor on the back of your dinghy, nothing can go wrong. They'd be a bit silly if they worry about that. It's common sense really, isn't it? It's a beautiful place, this. If I'd never bought that bit of dirt at the old farmhouse, this was where I was going to live, down here in the houseboat. That was the plan B. So I'm actually going to sell my launch to one of my patrons who showed interest. I'll give it to him at a good price because he's looked after me. If he doesn't buy it, then I'll put it on the market because I need to concentrate on the houseboat. And now I've got that bit of dirt at home, I need to concentrate on that, and I can't be in 3 places at once. The police were down here before just checking all the neighbourhood. Everyone's out in the street there, their little bubbles, all 2 metres apart with their beers sitting there and having a social evening, which is kind of nice. People had to stop and slow down. I'm going to pan around and show you these spoonbills over here. It's pretty dark, but we'll see if I can show you them because they're just amazing. Probably not, probably too dark. I'll pan around. It's a wee bit dark to see, but they're just in the shallows there. And they're off, they've seen me. So my houseboat is up around that point there and anchored in there, in the cove. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching my video. I know it's nothing exciting. Can't do that much during lockdown right now. It's not like we can take you on a hunt or a fish or some adventure. We're pretty much stuck at home. But it's about the only thing I can really do is bring you a general day. Hope you enjoyed it. And thanks a lot for joining us. And good luck with your own lockdown. It'll be all over before you know it. Be good in the meantime. At least try to be good. If you can't be good, then be careful. See you later.